Thank you for staying first. My name is Chmouel Boudjnah. I'm an engineer working at eNovance, a French company specialized in open cloud technologies. And I'm here to present to you about why OpenStack is good for public cloud and service provider. So just a little bit about myself. That's me and my son. That's my home. Yeah, I live in the Eiffel Tower. And yeah, nice. It's nice in OpenStack. So usually I'll talk more about Swift. You've seen me like as a Swift guy and the storage and all that. But now that I'm going to talk more about public cloud and the way we did it at eNovance. So a little bit about eNovance, because I'm sure there's not a lot of people here who knows what we do. We are like open cloud experts. We are like the first European gold member on OpenStack Foundation, and we're doing a lot, everything in open source, everything Debian. We work on Puppet a lot as well, and we're doing everything in the open. That's one of the basics of company. And we have as well like infrastructure design. We do everything for you, blah blah blah, managed services, multi-cloud. It's my marketing. So OpenStack so what I'm here today, I'm going to talk to you about OpenStack for services provider. This is going to be a two-part presentation. So I'm going to give you like a bit of the business side and a bit of the technical side. And I'm going to give you like a use case that we've been implementing in France, a customer called Cloudwell, based provider. So when you talk about public cloud, your motivation is going to be 4 different things. You want to be free of your destiny, be able to massively scale, be aggressive in terms of pricing, and be interoperable. Something really hard to say for me as a French person. So depending on your size, you want to have different things coming from OpenStack. So if you're like a small player, you want to you don't have much time to market as a startup. You want to use like some package solutions. So you want to use something like what the like the Nebula guys or Piston, whatever they're doing in distribution, because you want to go quite quickly. If you want, you can do as a small player, you can go like a niche strategy. So that means like if you want to specialize yourself, like your platform, SaaS provider, or gaming, or e-business, or whatever. But if you're a big player, you want to be differentiated. You need like a platform, and because you need absolutely like to have your roadmap as a big one. So you build a custom solutions, like not a custom stuff you're taking out from OpenStack, but you want like to offer like some advantage in your cloud and be unique and different. But OpenStack can address both, because you have like those package solutions I was talking about before, and you can use OpenStack as a framework, so you can pick like the best of things and put in your cloud and offer it and differentiate yourself on by different things. So be free of your destiny. As I said before, OpenStack is a framework. And this is the main reason why eNovance want to go OpenStack and not stuff like CloudStack or anything like that. It's because you can make OpenStack the way you want. And you're not like defined by exactly what like you need like a storage or a thing. You can do whatever you want with it. And if you are a big player on the global market, you need a platform because you actually need to love your own. And so so be free of your destiny. So you can have different type of cloud in OpenStack. You can have like those IAM cloud, those low-cost cloud, those cloud are specialized for cloud storage, for example, or for the one that's those HPC clouds. And how do you see your life in general? So do you see like that, like the same as everyone, or do you want to differentiate yourself? And as you can see, like obviously you want to be differentiated. That's what OpenStack gives you as a service provider. So you want to scale massively, start small, but you don't have any reference architecture that's imposed. So you'll be able to do that quite easily. So pricing, so usually, I'm not the one talking pricing, usually like the sales guy coming over, but I guess I do it now. So you want to play on the global IaaS market. You have to provide a higher quality of services, innovation, and a very competitive pricing. So that's what that other guy is doing. So he has the product is pretty cheap. He has a very big portfolio that and every 3 years upgrading it and adding more stuff. You have Rackspace, which is a bit more expensive, but they are actually differentiated themselves with fanatical supports and things like that. You have Google that use like a crazy architecture, and you have infrastructure that they run like the internet work kind of thing with it, and they offer a public cloud. So if you want to compete against those guys, the only way you can do that is like not being alone. Is sorry. Yeah. So the way you do that, you trying to what? So you're trying to be able to communicate with those guys and be interoperable. And the way you do that, you do like open API, you respect the standards, and you simplify your user life because you're using all the cloud of everyone, and you'll be able to give the user to be able to migrate to everything. And that's what OpenStack is giving you for a service provider, is that you'll be able to be open by default. So on the tech side, so it's usually much easier for me to talk about. So on the tech side, that's when we implement like a public cloud, there is those many different things that when you start to look at it and the way you want to handle evolution. So the architecture is very important, the deployment tools, the monitoring obviously, and the way you want to update it and have the evolution. So the first thing, like as a public cloud, like returning people, is you need to understand the way a cloud works. So when you implement like as a service provider, a lot of people are not experienced with building clouds. So we get people. So we have to talk to people and explain that, for example, marketing coming over to us and say, oh yeah, we want that little feature that's going to add one new field. But when we're talking like a really large scale, people don't understand that it's going to be really CPU consuming and stuff. So on architecture, we know that stuff are going to change. So a lot of things are going to change. So you want to be go to the drawing board and do it again. So it's like you can't be static. You have like different stuff, different things that's going to come over after, and you want to be you want to be ready for that. That's going to happen. And there's one thing that you need to understand, even if you're going to do change, is no matter what, is like public API shouldn't change. So usually I try to compare that to whatever what Linux, the Linux kernel is doing, which is trying to say that no matter what, you don't want to break user space. And Linux kernel was getting really upset usually. When you say you don't break user space, especially with stuff like crap. So no matter what, you give an API, you get an API to user is going to use it, don't break it. You can use versioning and different things, different technology to query your API, but don't make change when you put that stuff inside. So deployment, deployment, there's a lot of stuff for doing deployment, or there's a lot of technology to use for deployment. For us, things like Chmouel is awesome, it's great, it's totally doing deployment on a bare metal and be able to do OpenStack on OpenStack. We try to do some experiment as well ourselves, using not using image, we're using rsync, but actually Chmouel is going to do that, so probably going to use that as well. But no matter what, it's maybe very common stuff, but you want to work on your chef / puppet / whatever technology you're going to play, and you want to work on your skill on that because you're going to do a lot of it. And there is other stuff. You can use it like a shell script like bin bash if you want it, but at least automate it. And monitoring. So monitoring, when I say monitoring, I mean the actual monitoring. So you need some Nagio, Sancho, or whatever, doing the thing. But you need to be able to graph everything, and that's from the start because you don't want to miss stuff. We actually had we had to develop a product itself to do graphing, and we called the new method, which we open source it as well. and because like to be able like to offer all the scalability that we wanted. And we want to have billing as well. That's why eNovance like was pretty much involved from the beginning and started to drive a Cellometa project, because for service provider you definitely want to build that stuff. And you want to work on your alerting system as well, and that's something that we try to add to Cellometa to be able to do alerting and working with Kit and stuff together. And evolutions. There's so many new things coming every day in OpenStack, and you can't afford to stay behind. You really need to be able to think about upgrades and evolutions. So there is stuff like continuous integration that's working with Chmouel, and there is different ways, but you need to have a strategy to do that, and you need to think about it. So you get the upgrades, continuous deployment, connected update, and geography distributed. So it's the first time I use the animation stuff. Alright, so just I know I'm running out of time. I don't speak really fast enough. So just an example of what we use in like the company called CloudWatt. So CloudWatt is a public French national public provider. So you may imagine the French people are pretty proud to say, oh, I'm American, and we're going to have our own cloud. And so the goal of the project is to provide an infrastructure as a service, which is focused on open cloud technology. So it's all open source, all open stuff. It's based in France with like a large funding as well, and it's a corporate member of OpenStack Foundation. So they're trying to do everything in the open, no matter what. And we currently implement like we implement like the first service in public beta as a storage, which is offering like a kind of Dropbox kind of thing, and it's a private beta, and we're going to offer like all the IaaS product in the future when we help them. The ambition is to become the European leader on the IaaS. So the DNA of the company is being, and when they build the company is being open source and secure, and have excellent commitment, and be interoperable, like we said, and be transferable and auditable regarding the commitment and the data allocations being based in Europe. So we're proud member of the OpenStack Foundations. And we contribute to a lot of different projects. We eNovance with Quantum Cellometa, we have a lot of people coming over and taking tasks on OpenStack. The way we work at eNovance is that no matter what, everything needs to be upstream first. So, and that's something that we have in common with CloudWatt that we wanted. It's like no matter what, there will be like no fork, no punch off or anything. We will need to be able like, to be inside OpenStack first. Well, we have like one thing we've been working on as well, and it's big, is like the multi-cell networking at SDN. That's something we want to work on a lot. So yeah, we're looking for talent, contact us. So if you want it, like we are, blah, 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 come to us to work.